Okay, welcome to the Circularists. We're talking to Guy Lane. So Guy, coming back to an earlier conversation that we had, we were talking about Bitcoin and you were stressing just how environmentally damaging Bitcoin is. And you've got a message for Satoshi Nakamoto. So tell us about this.
Yeah, thank you, Karen. So I have a background in carbon auditing. So I would go into a business and would figure out, looking at the power bills, how much carbon emissions a business is producing. Was that Bitcoin is now consuming as much electricity as Thailand.
Wow.
Okay, so an aluminium refinery in New Zealand that had closed down, and the electricity supplier had this vast, huge amount, like 750 megawatts of electricity that they no longer could sell. A Bitcoin mine farm came in and took over.
Right.
All right. So there are coal-fired power stations which would have closed down, right, that are now still running because they've put a Bitcoin farm into it.
We have a future-facing currency, and I know a lot of tech startups. I've even thought about inventory supply chains with contracts secured on the blockchain, all of that sort of thing. So we've got a potentially future-facing technology that's dependent on fossil fuels.
Well, just to be clear, okay, so blockchain technology was the brilliant, amazing thing that Bitcoin introduced to the world, right? But there are many different blockchains, right? Not all of them are running on proof of work. The problem is not cryptocurrency. The problem is not blockchain technology. The problem is a subset of those that run on this mechanism called proof of work. Okay, if it runs on proof of work, it's got an energy disease. Okay, and so what you can do is you can basically get the guys that are running the systems using proof of work to agree to change the software so that it runs on a different proof mechanism. And that's all we're asking, right? And now what they're saying is, oh, we don't want to do that because, it would make it slightly less safe or whatever it is. It doesn't really matter, okay? You can't have a tiny fraction of humanity, like potentially consuming 30% of the world's electricity supply. It is simply unethical on any philosophy. I'm not just talking about life-wise philosophy. I'm talking about any philosophical system, right, would say that it's completely unethical and you just got to let it go. Okay. So help us. And I'm saying the reason why I'm appealing to Satoshi Nakamoto was he was the guy or the person or the team, right? We don't know who it was, right? Who set this thing in motion. You've got a moral responsibility to the living planet that birthed you. Help us, Satoshi Nakamoto. You are our only hope. Yes, the Satoshi Nakamoto is worth around $80 billion. It's not like he doesn't have any capacity to actually do anything here.
Right. Thank you so much for bringing this to our attention. I hope people get behind this. I hope we make some noise together about this because it needs to end. We need an way, right?
Yeah. Great.